As you all know, I don't like people. And I'm not being funny about it. I'm not saying I hate people, but I don't like them. It's, I don't like, it's human nature that I don't like. I've shared examples of it in the past. It's not what I want to do with this. But nonetheless, the bottom line is, I don't like people, right? But I didn't want to be somebody who turned out to be this bitter old man or middle-aged man who just loses his spirit and doesn't like anybody or anything, including children. And what I consider children was someone 12 and under, and animals. Because, I don't like human beings. So I have no reason to discard animals. And like the minute that I start being mean to dogs and shit and kicking dogs, and when I start doing that, then I know I lost my soul, because human beings are what I don't like. Animals are not human beings. So, they like you for who you are. They don't care if you're nondescript. They don't care what your status is in life. They don't care if you're going bald. They don't care how you dress. They don't care what kind of car you drive. So I can fool with animals. But when it comes to kids, naturally, like I said, I don't want to be a bitter old man who just hates everybody and everything. So I wanted to have compassion for kids. Now, what was it? And another thing, one thing about me too that you guys may know, I really have a problem when I go against my better judgment. Like talking to that woman at that restaurant about politics when I could see that she was part of the LGBT community. I had no business talking to her. But that was going against my better judgment too, and it pissed me off. But not like the story what I'm about to tell you. About a week ago, a kid, no, not a kid, but a grown man comes up, asks me to, I'm cutting my grass. He comes up and asks me to use my lawnmower. I'm like, nah, I don't like people using my stuff. No, no, no. He says, can I give you $25 to cut my grass? And I'm like, nah, I don't feel like cutting the grass. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like pushing the mower to cut nobody else's grass. I don't even want to cut mine. So he was like, well, can I use your lawnmower? And no, no, he said, he said, I'll give you $25 to cut my grass. No, I don't feel like cutting your grass. I said, but you can give me $25 for the use of my lawnmower. And he was like, I'll give you 10. And I was just like, nah, it's not even about the $25. I just don't like people using my shit. Right. So he didn't use it. What, Friday, Thursday, what was yesterday? Yesterday was Saturday. So Friday, a little niggly bear, Tommy Sotomayor loves to call them little niggly bears. What niggly bears are, if you don't know, are usually children that were born, bastard children usually, that were born and they, live with their mother, don't have no real direction in life. But this particular niggly bear was one of the potentially good niggly bears. You know what I mean? You got niggly bears that ain't worth a damn. Then you got niggly bears that have potential, but if they keep hanging out with the other little niggly bears in the neighborhood, they'll get swallowed up. And he was one of the ones that is a niggly bear, but has the potential to be good. So when he asked me to use my lawnmower, I said no. I don't like people using my stuff. So then he was like, "I'll give you 10% of whatever I make." Well, okay, all right, we'll have fun with this. So I took it to be like if he makes 25, like he was going to make $25. I'm assuming. So I'd have said to him, what's half of 25? I mean, what's 10% of $25? And he wouldn't have known. So I'd have been able to tell him and use it as a teaching moment. Like when you get up there in age, like I look at a lot of my subscribers are under 40. So when you get between 40 and 50, if you don't got a lot of emotional connections with people and you don't have children of your own, you may instill want to, I don't want to say outright mentor a kid, but you may want to kind of guide a kid that you think got some potential, not only to, not, I wouldn't say he had the potential to be good, as much as I say these kids around here have the potential to not be bad. And he's one of those kids that had the potential to not be bad. So Damn, what was I at? I lost my train of thought. Let me stop this for a minute till I get my train of thought. Yeah, so he shows up at the 10% thing. I was gonna use that as a teacher moment. Like when you don't have nothing going on, no kids. Right now I'm unemployed, no wife or nothing like that. No, just really nothing going on. You looked at, like I said, steer a kid along so that he doesn't end up like a lot of these kids are gonna end up. Now, when it comes to any type of mentoring or anything, any type of knowledge I was going to give that kid, he wasn't going to cross through the threshold of my front door. I'll tell you that. I was not going to invite him into my house. No, no, under no circumstances. But anyway, so I give him the lawnmower, right? He tells me he's going to fill it up with gas. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But, I'm pissed off that I let him use the shit. Yeah. But I'm also pissed off that I didn't tell him to bring it back exactly the way I left it. Well, I think he took it upon himself to think he was doing me a favor and put oil in it and filled it up, put too much oil in it, and the motherfucker won't start now. I come out there first. Now here's where I'm really pissed. I come out there, I see my lawnmower with oil, and a little black bastard didn't even knock on my door to tell me the lie that he tried to tell me, that he didn't get paid. And I was like, "Where's my 10%?" "Oh, I didn't get paid yet." "But you did knock on the door to tell me that shit. But yet you loser nigger. You locked on my door to ask me for my lawnmower, you black bastard." I can't stand these motherfuckers. But anyway, so I changed all that up now. I don't fuck with anybody over the age of 12. 12 and over. Fuck that. I look at it like this. Any child to me is somebody under 3. Now, why can I say it's safe for me to deal with a child under 3? Because a child under 3 has no business being that far removed from his primary caregivers that he needs to come knocking on my door asking for a lawnmower. A 3-year-old comes to my house for nothing that he needs. If he needs to come to my house, then someone else needs to call DFS, because that's something that's out of my realm of expertise. I don't deal with 3-year-olds that don't have any type of parental support. That ain't my call. So, 3 and below, that's fine. I'll deal with them because, like I said, I don't have to deal with you without being in the capacity of your parents. Now, a child from ages 3 to 12, that's a child, that's a person. You look at the stages of a butterfly: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. The egg is when you're in the womb. The larva is the child under 3. The pupa is the stages, in my opinion, from 3 to age 12, where you're formulating a personality, you're learning the world and how to navigate yourself in it. Between the ages of 3 and 12 is when a child can come up with, they learn how to walk, talk, and lie, okay? Because what really pissed me off with this kid is when I said, well, how'd this oil get like that? When he gonna say he don't know, see, we're now at a point where I'm starting to lose self-control. Like, I want to hurt you now. You might be a 12-year-old boy, and that's why I would never hurt a kid, but I literally want to physically do something to you when you start lying to me. Because, that's what's going to come. Whenever you deal with children ages 3 to 12 and you start asking them questions, be looking for the lie right there. So that tells me right there why I'm not dealing with them, because they lie and they can't be trusted. And also, it's not my responsibility to put anything into these kids, because I didn't put my dick in their mother to sire them. So if I didn't sire you, I don't owe you shit. If you're over 12 years old, you're a person now. You're a full-fledged person. You might not be an adult, but you're a person. And as we all know, I don't fuck with people. So that's how we're going to keep it from now on. Nobody comes to my door over the age of 12 for anything. Nobody between the ages of 3 and 12 comes to my door for anything. And if you're a child, you've got your parents there to do what needs to be done for you, so I don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I can, and when it comes to pets, like I said, I don't have any restraints on dogs. I love my family's pets and stuff, and just random dogs in the neighborhood. That's how I know I'm not, and see, that's what it is too. Pets are always excited to see me. 3-year-olds, kids 3 and under are always excited to see me with a smile. Every time when I'm sitting by myself and someone's pushing a baby stroller, the child always looks at me and smiles, regardless of race, gender, and no matter what. It's just children and pets seem to be naturally drawn to me, whereas people aren't. And that just tells me, like I know when it comes to the guys that still want to date these women out here, only fool with people that fool with you. So I can say pets and children under the age of 3. So anybody else need not apply.